This is installment 3 of Kabbalah for today, a practical guide to traditional Jewish mysticism updated for you today. In installment 1, I defined Kabbalah as the sum total of Jewish mystical practices and teachings intended to connect an individual with God. In installment 2, I introduced the main Kabbalistic symbol, the tree of life, or sphirot, portrayed as 10 interconnected vessels, which are understood as channels of the divine energy force, the divine creativity. The second of the sphirot is known by the Hebrew word Hokhmah, meaning wisdom. This represents the stage in the creative process in which the pure light of Ein Sof, the limitless divine unity, begins to shine forth. There is as yet no differentiation. All is is light. There are a couple of insights we can take from the Sphira of Hokhmah, or wisdom. First, the interconnectedness of all that is. When we recite the Shema, the basic statement of Jewish faith, Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. We introduce the idea of God being one, which means several things. First of all, there are not 3 gods or 25 gods or 1,000 gods. There is one. The same God is God of all. This also teaches us that there are not 0 gods, that this God is. We are also taught that God is an absolute unity of all creation. All is one, and this is the basis of wisdom. The next insight for us from Hokhmah is the idea of living fully in the moment, the unity of oneself with the present. Rather than living in the only moment we have, which is right now, we may have the tendency instead to focus on the past, filled with regret, or looking back at times that seem better, or perhaps with hostility back on perceived wrongs that we've experienced. My suggestion: learn from the past and move on. Or even more commonly, we may focus on the future with anxiety, forever worrying about tomorrow, never realizing that most of what we worry about never comes to pass. And if it does come to pass, obviously the worrying did no good. Ruining today, worrying about tomorrow, is a big waste of your precious time and energy. I want to share with you another meditative idea. Begin with the 3-6-3 breathing technique that was introduced in installment 2. When you are relaxed, mentally focus on the word Echad, the Hebrew word for one. Breathe in on the first syllable and out on the second. As your attention wanders, and I guarantee you it will, simply return your focus to your breathing and to the word Echad. Meditating in this way for even 5 or 10 minutes a day will help you immeasurably in understanding the unity of all that is and in living fully in this absolutely perfect moment. God's blessings and peace be with you always.